let's talk about oil stocks and how we can profit off of oil stocks and how the rich get richer and how the poor get poor. Now, I want to go in very, very in depth because I'll be taking a look at the technical analysis and I will be explaining everything. Even if you don't know anything about charts, trading view, or market psychology, I want to go into very, very in depth on this video. I'll also be going over over 4 stocks, overall the oil ETF, as well as the stocks inside that ETF, and overall what the ETF is and how we have a lot of confidence and confirmation for this play. So I'll be going over a whole strategy of market rotation and how that works. So overall, if you guys want and enjoy, videos like this, make sure to subscribe with notifications on and make sure to leave a like because you will learn something new in this video. So overall, let's get started. Now, first of all, I'm taking a look at ticker symbol XLE, which is a oil stock ETF. So what I'm going to do is, go to this website, Finance Yahoo, but overall inside this ETF is a bunch of stocks that are piled together, kind of like a package. So overall inside XLE, we have stocks like ExxonMobil, Chevron Corporation, and overall other stocks. So pretty much we have a lot of stocks inside this one stock, so this ETF. Now I want to take a look at the top 4 stocks that I'm looking at inside of this ETF because all of these stocks are looking very, very bullish, and I want to explain why, and then I also want to go over the price target. So overall, XLE looks very, very good, and the one thing that I'm looking at is, again, I want to explain it as if you know nothing about technical analysis. So overall, we had a kind of like a correction for oil because oil was running up very, very nicely. Now we are trading sideways and we are consolidating. Now, how traders and people like how we profit off of these setups and oil stocks and stocks, we play off of these breakouts. So when the market is trading sideways, that is the time to buy in because we have been trading sideways for 2 months now, and we are getting ready for a breakout to the upside. Now, how do I know that? Because we closed above the resistance. So the resistance is kind of like that level of price where it keeps rejecting that level, and then support is that level where price keeps bouncing off of that level. So we could see that we closed bullish because we closed above this resistance. Now, what is our price target? Well, we have a gap over here, so around $82.50, and we have another gap around $92, which is also a very nice mental number. So overall, I hope you guys kind of got kind of like the gist of technical analysis and how it works, because it is all psychology. It is all a market psychology. Now, this is XLE, and overall, it's a bunch of stocks mixed together in one stock. Now, I want to go over here why this is a big deal, because I would like this I would call this a market rotation type of scenario where all of these stocks like XOM, SU, SLB, all of them have similar setups and all of them are moving together, which gives us a lot more confidence. Because if you just had, this pattern, ascending triangle on just one stock, the probability of breaking out would actually be lower compared to having, this setup on every single stock, every single oil stock. So it just shows us that oil is moving very, very strong and very, very nicely. And not only that, we also have a very nice catalyst for oil. So the technical analysis looks good, and then we have a very nice catalyst. I want to go over the stop loss as well as some other price targets for the stocks. So XLE, okay, that is what I went over first. Let's put down our price target. We have one around a 90. We have gap fill over here. And I got 1 month out calls. So I alerted this on Discord. I got 1 month out calls for XLE, SU, as well as XOM. So this is what I'm looking at. Now the stop loss. This is very, very important. So, what happens if this trade goes against us? Okay, just goes to the downside. Oil is going to zero. Okay, whatever. Well, my stop loss is going to be this area. So we need to hold this area for oil, and then we have the next level of support which we need to hold this area. So my stop loss is going to be below $78. $78 is a very nice price target for XLE. So as long as if we don't go below 78, that is good. So that is going to be our stop loss for XLE. Now let's take a look at SU, because I really love this setup better than XLE, because first of all, we have a very nice symmetrical triangle, and I've played this stock many times. I've played oil many times. So just search up Fire Cycle 1-4 and oil, and you'll see how many times I've played oil and how many times I've got it wrong as well as right. So you can see that I've played oil stocks a lot of times and I was right most of the times. Now let's take a look at SU, because SU looks a lot more interesting, because we broke out $33. It was also a cheaper stock, so calls are going to be cheaper for the stock. And then I have a very nice level of resistance. So this is going to be my price target, $34 temporarily. And I feel like we can hit this very soon for SU. So SU, in my opinion, is better because it is a cheaper stock. That means, cheaper calls, as well as the price target is a lot more closer. So that is what I'm looking at for SU. Next, we have XOM. Now, XOM, again, also looks very good. I talked about this in my last video. Overall, I talked about oil stocks. But, XOM has a very nice gap, which is kind of like a psychological thing. We have a nice symmetrical triangle, and then we also have a nice cup. Okay, we kind of have this cup forming for XOM. XOM also looks very nice. And then next, I have SLB. So look at SLB, and then take a look at XLE. And keep in mind, again, all of these stocks are the same thing. They are oil stocks, and they move together, which is very good. So again, SLB is inside this ETF, and I'm taking a look at SLB. It has not broken out yet, so the entry is not too late. We still have room to enter, and SLB has a very nice gap. Okay, it is also another one of those cheap stocks, and I've not entered in on SLB yet, but my price target is $41 for SLB. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a very nice video, and if you guys enjoy content like this, me explaining my plays and what I'm looking at, because again, we have been right a lot of times. We have been doing very well with the market. Join the Discord in the description. You can kind of see the trade recaps. But overall, if you guys like and enjoy more content like this, just make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and make sure to leave a like. And overall, see you guys later, and I'll make an updated video on oil. Bye.